Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Mayorga, and I'm back today to speak about the difference between joy and happiness. I was having a conversation with a sister of mine, and she was talking about that she's happy all the time. And the conversation became, we can be happy all the time. Or is it maybe joy that we're really feeling? And let me explain. In my life as I've gone forward and studied psychology and counseling and all the things that go with mental health, and also the importance of play and the importance of how our emotions affect our life and it affects so many parts of it. I always wondered why come people never maintained this happiness that they talked about, because in reality, happiness is somewhat fleeting. I got up this morning and maybe I really like to drink Diet Cokes. I get happy when I'm going to drink a Diet Coke. That's just an example. Or somebody that really likes coffee and pours their first cup of coffee and ooh, they feel something, an emotion. They feel happy. Uh, I don't know that they would feel happy when they put the coffee down and it gets cold, because I've heard people say my coffee got cold and they're not happy at that moment. They rush over to the to the microwave oven and put it in there until they get a nice, it's piping hot, and then their happiness tends to come back. So anyway, I just wanted to just do a small little video and talk about, are you following your life by always talking or seeking happiness, or are you seeking joy? What's the difference? Um, I believe that joy is a contentment that we have no matter what's happening in our lives. We look at everything on a daily basis, whether I have to grade my coursework or not, I'm joyful because I exist, and I strive to look at the day for what it is, because today is today only. And I don't have yesterday anymore. I don't know if I'm going to have tomorrow. So whether life is going up and down or whatever is going on in the world, it doesn't disrupt the joy that I experience from being given an opportunity to exist in this day to day, whatever I need to do, whether it's to sit at the computer or go run some errands or just meditate outside, go out and see the birds, take in a big, deep breath. And so, again, uh, I was looking at definitions of joy and happiness, and they seem to parallel. And then I ran across something that Ernest Hemingway said, and he talked about how there is a difference between joy and happiness. Joy is an intense sense of always feeling that there's contentment, that there's something wonderful in the air. Let's put it that way. I'm paraphrasing. No matter what, doesn't matter if I turn on the radio and I hear that something's going on, or the television, or I get on the internet. And let's agree that there's a lot of stuff that pops up in the internet that could certainly tumble us. But no matter what is there, for me, today is today, and I can get up and I can go outside and I can do sit still, stand still, and still feel a tremendous amount of uh, contentment. Happiness for me would be, well, I'm going to run to the store and I'm going to, let's go have lunch. Oh, I'm so happy we're going to get together and have lunch. And then lunch is over. Am I still happy or not happy? Or am I looking for the next moment of when I'm going to have another happy moment? And so that's the difference. So, how do we live? Are we always seeking for that next moment of happiness because we attach it to something that's going to happen? I'm looking forward to a trip. I'm looking forward to this or that. Or no matter what is occurring in my life, I'm content. And I connect contentment with joy. It's such a deep inner emotion or feeling that it, even when you're thinking about things aren't going that great, it'll still creep in, and you feel contentment and joy just for being alive. And the thing about joy, believe it or not, is that it has some really good healthy effects. It helps you to stay healthier because everybody knows that when we go on a yo-yo with our emotions, it's stressful. So joy is also something else that we can do that keeps us kind of floating in a way that it's not constant waves of emotion, because those constant waves of emotions can be very difficult on our physicality, our psychological aspect, our whole body. Because you know how long it takes to re-regulate or reground yourself when you're going up and down, up and down, up and down with the emotions. And right now I'm just talking about happiness and joy. Okay? And a lot of people would think that they're the same thing, but they're not. Happiness is what's going on in the moment. Let's say somebody walks in and says, "Hey, I've got tickets to go to a concert." Oh my God, that's great. I feel very happy about that. And then the next moment, I get a phone call from work, and it's news that I really didn't want to hear. Where'd my happiness go? It has just plunged. Now I'm not very happy. And so it deregulates me. I'm deregulated, and then I have to work to get regulated again. But contentment would be, hey, a concert, that's great. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm still content. I'm still joyful that I got. I'm still doing what I need to do, whether I have tickets to a concert or not. I'm still enjoying that I'm alive. I'm taking a breath. That things are, even if they get a little upside down, I have this inner ability to regulate that, to ground myself. And one of the things that I use is, well, life is life. And believe me, I've had a lot of situations occur where I want to plunge and lose that stability, and then remind myself that that's not really going to do anything for me. And so developing a little mantra will put you back on track into that joyful environment, instead of utilizing or thinking that you've got to seek happiness. And I'll finish off with this. I work with a lot of clients. I've worked with a lot of clients, and everybody walks in and says they want to be happy. Trying to get people to define what happiness is for them is really an eye opener, not only for me, but for them as they discuss what they need to be happy. And some of those things are an impossibility. So, what you might consider seeking is inner joy rather than fleeting happiness, because happiness is fleeting. Here, one moment, and then it's dependent on the next moment, and the next moment, and the next moment. While contentment inside, which I describe as joy, is just with you all the time internally. See, happiness comes from, my belief, external events. When those external events stop or terminate, now what? I'm waiting for the next one. So, what am I doing in between? So, I just wanted to share this today and wish everybody a joyful day, and an enjoyment of just simply being able to take a breath, and to look at today as just today, and know that that's all the moment that you have throughout the whole day. It's moment by moment by moment. And rather than trying to wait for that next event that is going to bring you happiness, and then plunge you back down because the event is over, and now you need to look for something else that will again give you that happiness. So maybe my sister really does have a good idea there when she says, I get up and I drink my cup of coffee and I'm happy. And I shared with her and I said, maybe the word is joy. So have a joyful day, and I'll see you next time.